van der Westhuizen.
Tian Swanepoel and in the wing. A superb flick.
In die rechtervleuel.
A strong thing.
What will I do?
And a very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the annual Brackenfell High School Sports Day. It's a wonderful setting here in the northern suburbs of Cape Town. With me in the commentary box today, I've got Johan Zil. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Zaya.
There we go. My apologies. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic, thanks. Great to be out here. Going to be a fantastic day of rugby. First game of the day, 8 o'clock. Got to get the pitch going. We're going to have a big clash here. Jan van Riebeeck versus HTS Bellville, otherwise known as the Hearties. I'm excited for a good day of rugby. We'll see what's in store today.
Fantastic. I mean, HTS not to be confused with Bellville that we actually saw last weekend at the Bullant Rugby Day. We played with a tremendous amount of heart. No doubt that this HTS Bellville side will also be firing on all cylinders today. We have a nice fresh breeze today. Can't see it really on your screen yet, but as the teams are out of shot at the moment, referees having a quick chat. Beautiful scenes. There's no rain forecast for today, and if you want to run through the HTS Bellville side for us, Johan, please.
So we have Carl Kutzer at loose head, Zakir at hooker, and at tight head we have Leanne Jooster. We're expecting a big performance from the front three. We're excited to see how they can dominate the set piece for HTS, hopefully providing some good ball for the fast-paced backs.
Great, and at the lock pairing with Lottering and Hendricks, our loose trio is Foster Orense and Kyle Orense is number 8, he's our captain. 9 and 10 are Chad George, Caleb Adams. Our wingers are Dino Strauss and Bradwin Rhodes. Centre pairing is JC Wen and Rowan Simon, and number 15 is Marlon Croy. The bench made up of Here we got the Jan van Riebeeck team. You want to run through it for us?
So in our front three we have De Villiers, Stoop and Bart, and our lock pairs Taron and Kutsia. In our loose trio we're with Bam, Hubert and Worth. Starting the back line on halfback is Evert, he's our scrummer for today, and leading the game is Isaacs. And our two wingers for this morning are Warnick and Paper, with our centre combination of Blow and Simon, and at fullback Ruan Liebenberg. Our reserves for today, we have Lombard, Stevens and Otto, followed by Van der Westhuizen, Versace, Jordan, Swanepoel and Visser.
There we go. We haven't dealt with Jan van Riebeeck or HTS Bellville much in the past, so we don't have that much info. But no doubt we're looking forward to it. We've got some incredible lineups today, which we'll run through a bit later.
Interestingly enough, the Hearties first team is also known as the Dragons. Rowan, do you think we could expect some fire from them today?
No doubt. With a nickname like that, I don't think you just get those nicknames.
I surely think it's given.
So that's the HTS Bellville in shot there. They'll be playing in the maroon with a yellow piping and blue. And the white side, Jan van Riebeeck will be playing in white. Have I got that right?
Yeah, you've got that 100%, Rowan. HTS playing on your screens from right to left. Jan van Riebeeck looks like receiving the kickoff on the left side of your screen. We're in for a cracker here, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the first game of the Brackenfell Sport Day.
Yeah, these half an hour halves. Just a quick run up to the other teams playing this afternoon. This game's followed by Edgemead against Montana, followed by Labourie against Strand, Milnerton against Wynberg. It's a Wynberg Invitational, it's not their first side. Bellville against Sachs, Durbanville against Paul Jim, Stellenberg, Oakdale, and Brackenfell, Outeniqua. So mouth-watering prospect. And yeah, we got kick-off. This is number 10. Is that Adams?
Looks like we're just about ready to get underway with Adams with the kickoff. He'll put his team on. Nice strong chase from HTS Bellville, and they've regained the ball very well.
That looks like Jan van Riebeeck have got it. Referee's penalised HTS Bellville.
HTS are going to be disappointed with that. I think they wanted to retain possession there, but unfortunately penalised for not releasing in the breakdown. Jan van Riebeeck will want to get some upfield territory with this kick.
There we have the Brains Trust, coaches of both sides in shot there, beautiful. Nice touch finder there, it's still inside their own half, about a metre inside.
Looks like Jan van Riebeeck sitting with a full 7-man line out. Backs are set nice and wide. They'll want to go upfield here with this ball.
Incredible shot there by a cameraman. Windy's going to play a little bit of havoc today. I think the sensible ball will be that first ball, that short ball.
HTS here with the input at the set piece. They'll look to dominate the set piece with a big 3 up front. Hopefully they can provide some good ball for their backs. Set just inside the opposition half to the right of the field. George Chad at 9. He's going to be putting it into the scrum for us. What do you think he can produce for us today, Rowan?
Well, you, as was alluded to earlier, we don't know too much about it. So I'm actually quite excited. I'm here to be prepared to be entertained. So hopefully these, there we go, little quick tap. Jan van Riebeeck on the attack. It's the ball in the right wing's hands there. That's Paper, Liam Paper.
Ball out from Evert. Nice crash ball. They're looking to go forward here, Jan van Riebeeck. Looks like HTS have turned it over. They're going to want to play upfield now. Perhaps exit from their own half. Ball's out, down the line it goes. There's some space on the outside. They're playing nice, wide, expansive rugby. Ball's going to hand. Nice break upfield. Ball out again from Chad. Onto Adams.
Geez, big bump in the midfield there. Phenomenal. And he's done well to keep possession as well. Sometimes the front rankers could lose it in the contact. Little chip through. Nice steekskopie, as they'd say. And that's our right winger there who's gathered the ball paper again. But referee's pinged him and he's taking back for a prior infringement. And that was definitely our big front ranker there. Number 1. Mr. Kutsia from HTS Bellville, Kyle Kutsia, who gave them the advantage and also was very instrumental in the lead up to this penalty. Caleb Adams. Nice touch finder there.
HTS in the opposition, just in the opposition, 22. They're going to look to just keep possession here and maybe try to take it wide again where they were previously successful, and hopefully put some points on the board. Full line out here for HTS. See
on the coach's side of his hat there, hashtag Hati Guts. Can see there's definitely going to be some guts today. This is the hooker, Botha, Zakir Botha with the throw. Beautiful shot here. Let's see if he listens and go short. It's gone for the big ball, but they've managed to retain it. Nice running there. That's Foster, Wilfred Foster on the attack. Looking to regurgitate this. Scrum off. Chad George looking for the ball. A little bit scrappy. It's number 12, Wen. JC Wen who's got the ball. Referees, there's a penalty accruing here, so if nothing comes of it. A little bit scrappy there. Oh, I thought the referee had his hand out for a penalty earlier, but
Looks like the penalty advantage has gone up, and Jan van Riebeeck making an unfortunate mistake on their own try line. They're going to want to get out of trouble here, but they're going to be defending against a strong set piece from HTS Bellville.
Got the reserves there for HTS Bellville, watching in anticipation. They definitely want to get the first 7-pointer of the game. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's kick to poles for the conversion. You're allowed to kick out of hand. We'll have to see after the first try. Scrummy looking for it. Nice strong run.
Captain Carl Audenser taking the ball nicely there from the scrum. Ball comes out from Chad, but it's spilled unfortunately.
It's a beautiful pickup there by Hendrikse, the lock.
Another beautiful pickup there from outside centre Bierkus. He's going to try to take the ball up. HTS looking to strike here in opposition 22. Will they get the much needed points they need?
And on that note, I'm going to hand over my side to the intrepid Andile Majola. Be prepared to be entertained. Good morning, Andile, and I'll pass it over to you. So long.
Good morning, Rowan, and good morning, viewers. Thank you very much for allowing me to be here. Always love enjoying a good game of rugby, and this is exactly what we got in front of us here. Fantastic game so far. Opening minutes have been cagey, been tight. But we've seen some good carrying by both sides and great defense as well. Fantastic to see these things early on in the season, Joe. What do you think?
Oh, it's great to see. First game of the day. You guys are going to want to shake off the bit of a rust from a long off season. First game for the preseason. They want to get in. I'm joined by the fantastic Andile Majola. It's always a pleasure. HTS here with, Jan van Riebeeck here with possession in their own 22. I think they're going to want to get out of this situation. Perhaps an exit play. We'll have to see what ensues after the set piece. But a lovely day for rugby indeed. We have a beautiful venue, Brackenfell, having a fantastic multi-sport day. We can't wait to see what's in store.
Alright, so we're waiting now for the ball to go into the scrum. Solid set piece, great drive there. The referee saying a reset. But you can see the Jan van Riebeeck scrum is under an enormous amount of pressure early on.
And if you've just joined us, welcome to the Brackenfell Sport Day. We have HTS Bellville versus Jan van Riebeeck. HTS on your screen in the maroon and blue, playing from your right to your left. And Jan van Riebeeck in the all-white kit playing from the left to right on your screens. We have an absolute crack of a game on the go.
And the ref has said that's an early engage, so we've got a short arm, and van Riebeeck kicked the ball away looking for some territory. And they've got it just outside of the 22 line out early on, but this looks like a great attacking platform for HTS Bellville to use. It's early on in the morning still, but it's great conditions for running rugby. Not a lot of dew underfoot, so there really is an opportunity here for them to create a good attacking platform. You can see HTS Bellville have set up quite deep in the midfield here, so that's where they're looking to launch their big attack.
The lineouts have been an area of concern with a bit of a crosswind on the pitch going from the right to the left. So last throw of HTS going over. Let's see if he can hit his target. Does so beautifully. HTS set up for a nice midfield attack. Ball comes out to Wen.
And that's it. It's a penalty, the referee said. So van Riebeeck now going back 10 meters. HTS Bellville. They go for the quick tap. And they're looking to now send it again wide. Great hands through the middle of the field. Fantastic bolstering run there.
From Buerta, he took the ball nicely upfield. Ball out again from Chad.
This is HTS Bellville really giving it a go here this morning. Van Riebeeck coming in, trying to clean. But that's it. The referee has said illegally, so they've got the advantage over here. Space out on the outside. And the referee's given another advantage. It was a high tackle there. Oh, that's a second blow of the whistle. Every rugby player knows you hate that one.
We might see the referee take some action here against Jan van Riebeeck in their own 22, trying to stop the big bus, which is HTS Bellville, from scoring the try.
Yeah, the maroon machine here, or the different maroon machine this time, from what we regularly know. They are doing really, really well early on here in this game. And they're going to look to capitalize on this advantage they're taking. So it's a quick tap. Van Riebeeck here going to need strong defense on their line. A great run again. And that's it. He's gone over. Fantastic stuff by Carl Ardenser, the captain, leading by example and getting over the whitewash for his team's first try of the day.
Wonderful work there from Ardenser. Saw the space nice and early. Knew exactly where he wanted to go. Got their white line fever and crashed the ball over, giving HTS Bellville their first 5 points, with still a conversion to come. Great work in opposition 22.
Joe, you can see at HTS Bellville you have a lot of faith in their forwards, and deservedly so. The pack has been really rumbling forward, so protecting the ball well and making really great runs off of the 9 and 10 channel, allowing them to create space on the outside and scoring great tries like we just saw there now.
I think the forward pack has done some great work. We're still early in the pre-season, so you can see they've done their homework. They're sticking to their cues. Adams here with a conversion attempt, unfortunately pushing to the right side. He'll be disappointed, but there'll be more of those, I'm sure. He'll get a second shot.
So HTS Bellville now setting up to receive the kickoff. Jan van Riebeeck are going to want to strike back immediately. It's still early on in the game, early on in the season, and these are those little moments that you really want to see some grit and determination from your team. It's always great to pull back after a 5-pointer, and that's exactly what they want to do here and get themselves on the board.
We haven't seen Jan van Riebeeck yet in HTS Bellville's half, but hopefully they can gain possession and get some territory in the opposition's half.
And that kick looks like it's gone astray. Out on the full is the call, or out directly off the kickoff. So we've gone now back to centre field, and HTS Bellville here will have a scrum.
Fullback Riebeeck with the restart there. He'll be disappointed. I'm assuming he would want to get his team into his half, but making an unfortunate error. But there'll be more. He'll get a second chance. He'll brush himself off. Hopefully his teammates will pick him up and keep the vibe.
So HTS Bellville here, they've been strong in the scrum today. Now they've got a scrum centre field. They can go left or right. So a lot of attacking options here for them. Ball gets put in. Great scrum again, and that's it. It's a penalty for HTS Bellville. Their scrum dominance really creating an excellent attacking platform for them. So that's Adams now, who's got the ball on the 50. He's going to look to gain some territory for his side. And that's a great kick. Got his side just outside of the 22. And they're going to want to hit the target again at the line out and really use this as another attacking platform to go forward. So HTS Bellville. You can see again, Joe, they've gone for that similar setup. They really do like to load forwards in the middle of the park, really hit that 12 channel and then send it wide again. So if they can hit the target now at the line out, it'll give them the opportunity to do so.
Lovely ball to the back. Oh, it's a fantastic catch from Ardenser again. Great hands out there on the lift. Ball's played up to Lottering. Has a nice carry upfield. HTS on the go again. Turnover from Jan van Riebeeck. What can they do now in possession? Sneaky offload there from the scrum half. Jan van Riebeeck being lethal in the breakdown, but HTS taking the ball again back. We have a tight contest for the ball at the breakdown. Both teams have been ruthless. Lovely kick, Chase. He's going to go all the way. What an amazing try. Fantastic. His team will be elated with that. The Dragons are breathing fire today. What a beautiful piece. Great concept of space and making use of a chip just to get behind the defense.
Yeah, excellent work there by Chad George, the scrum half, and also by Adams. You can see there's great communication between the two of them. It's a great partnership there. And that's that little kick, knowing he had the advantage, being able to give George the opportunity to chase a great kick. And that's exactly what he did, going over under the poles, giving Adams the perfect opportunity to add the 2 this time.
It's a special awareness, knowing that there's space behind and being able to look up when you have defenders in your face. So well done to them. It's a phenomenal piece of play. It's difficult to look up away from the breakdown and realize the open space at the back. Adams there with the conversion. He adds the 2 this time.
So we're halfway through the first half now. We've seen some moments of brilliance from Jan van Riebeeck. when they've had the ball in hand, but where they're really struggling, it seems, is at the breakdown. So the engine room is really where the game is being fought right now, with both sets of forwards fighting for dominance. And it's a good kick now for Van Riebeeck, putting HTS Bellville under pressure, and that's a knock-on there on the 5 meter. So this is an excellent opportunity now for Jan Van Riebeeck to really make use of this.
That's unlucky there for fullback Marlon Croy. He'll be disappointed, but he'll brush it off. We still have a lot of game to go today. His teammates picking him up, keeping his spirits up. Everyone makes mistakes. HTS going to try to defend the strong Jan Van Riebeeck pack. You're going to be looking to dominate the set piece and to put some points on the board here.
That's one of those frustrating mistakes, Joe, where your coach always says somebody nominate when their kickoff goes, and this is the position they've put themselves in. So not a mistake they'll want to make again in the season, but that's what these early games are for, to get through those early moments. And Everett spins it out, and now Jan Van Riebeeck attacking. Great move there in the middle of the park, but it seems like the ball may have gone forward. Yep, that's it. The referee's got his arm out. It's a knock-on. Very unfortunate there for the boys in white. And HTS Bellville now have the scrum and an opportunity to get themselves out of their half.
Yes, as mentioned earlier, it is unfortunate for HTS to have made that knock-on. We see why it's so crucial to nominate the kickoff. Make sure everyone knows it's your ball. And if it's rolling, try get your hands out of it. You can maybe stop it with your foot. Try catch it backwards. It's a tricky one. HTS luckily have possession again. They're going to want to get out of here and play a bit more upfield.
So it's scrum time now. HTS really dominated the scrums so far this morning. And George looking to put the ball in. He's fed it into the scrum. Great scrum going forward again. They really have, and now they've decided to run it out here. You can see there's a lot of confidence in this HTS Bellville side off of the great start that they've had.
They're looking to block the ruck here and have a nice easy exit kick with plenty time. Adams with a fantastic exit gets his team out of trouble. Unfortunately, penalty blown to Jan Van Riebeeck.
Looks like the referee said there was an obstruction, so obstructing the play there. So that defending of the kicker not so legal for HTS Bellville. So now Jan Van Riebeeck, they have a penalty on the 22, and it looks like they're going to go for touch. So they've backed the line out and looking to hit the target and send the ball wide here from this, or possibly go over with a maul.
Jan Van Riebeeck sitting with a full line out again. Hopefully Stoop can meet his man. Possibly a maul on the go, possibly wide. It's an overthrow. 8th Matt's got it. Stop just before. He's got it. What a fantastic try. Great awareness from Alex Worth. Could see the ball was being overthrown. Got into the right space, caught it and went over. So good on him. Great awareness there. Saw the ball coming over and dotted it down. So well done to him.
You know, Joe, they may even tell us that was actually their move. It almost looked choreographed the way it happened. Just went straight over the top to Worth, and Worth showed his worth and went over to score an excellent try for his side.
Jan Van Riebeeck must be one of the most aesthetically pleasing schools I've seen. On the foot of Table Mountain, beautiful views all around. And they're playing some beautiful rugby today, doing their school proud.
Now it's a tough kick. Coming in on the angle. And it looks like it's just gone left of the poles over there. So that's no conversion there for Jan Van Riebeeck, but they've got themselves on the scoreboard. So there we go with Worth crashing over. Look at the strength. Great support by his forwards as well behind him, making sure that he gets over the line and gets his side's first points of the game.
Adams with the restart. Strong chase from HTS. Looks like they'll come back with the ball. They've been dominant in their restarts today, making sure they get that ball back. Jooster crashing the ball up again. He's been dominant in taking the ball forward for HTS. Ball's pushed wide to 11. Unfortunately, a forward pass there. Strauss might be slightly disappointed. He had a good space in front of him. Ball's gone to Jan van Riebeeck. They're going to look to start building up some momentum here.
See, HTS not afraid to send the ball wide. They really enjoy using the space, getting full width of the field, and really trying to exploit the defense of the other side. And it's great to see these things early on in the season. The coach can be very pleased with what he's seen thus far.
I think the coach can be very pleased. I'm really impressed with HTS, how much effort they put in on their kickoff to try and get the ball back. Kickoff is just as important as any other set piece in the game, so they've done extremely well there. Unfortunately, Jan van Riebeeck spilling the ball. They won't want that in their own half, especially not so close to their 22. Andile, what can we expect here from HTS? Strong drive, are we going wide?
Jay, as you saw there, the thing about a great scrum going forward from the opposition is that it puts you under a lot of pressure. That pressure resulted in the knock-on, and now HTS have their own scrum, and it's been a really great platform for them to go off of. I think Adams here, he's in the middle. He's got his backline left and right, so he'll be able to make use of either side. And I think we can expect him to go wide off of a second phase here.
Arenter takes the ball up really well. George takes it out to Adams. Adams to Ven. He's still going. Bjerkus with a lovely drive upfield. HTS looking to strike here. Pot of 3 set up just off of the 10. And that's Arenter again. He gives the ball out to the back to 12. Then he gives it to 15 and on to 6. Fantastic try for Foster. Set up beautifully. Drew in all the players, plenty in the midfield, created space on the outside. And it's a 1-2 party out there, Andile.
I think what was amazing about that try, Joe, is the way that they were able to use the space in the back line, going behind the backs of the dummy running forwards and creating the space out wide. This is a side that really have faith in their passing ability, in their structure, and you can see 3 or 4 phases when they're going over the line more or less, so showing that it's quite simple if you're just able to hold on to the ball, keep possession, and if you're patient, you'll be able to go over. And it's been evident with the 3 tries they've scored today.
HTS once again showing their dominance at set piece. Adams again with a conversion far wide on the left. Difficult kick with a crosswind. Unfortunately short and wide there.
See, Adams gets very upset with himself each time he's missed the kick. It's clearly something that he's worked on hard in the preseason. And here we see it again in the highlights. Just great hands, easy work, not playing the man, just letting the ball do all the work. And great try over in the corner. So Jan van Riebeeck with a deep restart. Adams fielding this one, handing off his own player there. The bus was definitely full there for Adams.
Bjerkus there doing the honours, taking the ball up. Penalty to Jan van Riebeeck. HTS not keeping the discipline at the breakdown, unfortunately. Bit of a handbag exchange. It's going to cost HTS 10 extra meters. A tap and go for Jan van Riebeeck.
Well, this is exactly what you want from a restart. An opportunity for you to get straight back on the scoreboard. And that's exactly what Jan van Riebeeck have here. So it looks like they are going to go for touch again. That's Marcus Isaacs looking for touch, and he's found it. Great stuff. And will we see another Alex Worth special?
Possibly. Maybe they'll change it up, go wide. Maybe they're driving more. It's refreshing to see Jan van Riebeeck in the opposition half. They've been coasting and doing a lot of work on defense. Stu up here with the throw. Gone for a middle ball. They've still managed to retain possession somehow. They've set up to go wide here. Will they go wide? They've sent it out. There's space on the outside. Last pass. Can he go through? Unfortunately, it's met with a wall of HTS backline defenders who've held him away. Well done to them. Great defense, showing great heart. Some good Hearties passion on defense. Very important. Jan van Riebeeck being stopped just shy of the try line.
So it's a HTS Bellville throw this time. The Alex Worth again doing great at the line out for Jan van Riebeeck in the previous one. Will they be able to try and turn this one over? Oh, unlucky there. Ball just going forward. But they almost had it. But now HTS Bellville trying to escape. The referee said advantage over. So Jan van Riebeeck now with a bit of space to counter. That ball the referee has said has gone forward. So now it's Bellville with the advantage.
There's a lovely space out back. I wonder if Adams is looking at that space.
Big hit there by Jan van Riebeeck, driving the opposition backwards. RTS Bellville still have the advantage, so the referee's called it back for a scrum. But those are the small moments in the game where momentum shifts a little. So it's George now with ball in hand. There's only a few minutes left in this half. But I can imagine that RTS Bellville would really want to get another try on the board just to make that halftime chat with the coach a little easier. George fed the ball in, and here they go. That's Adams now. He's gone with a high kick. Chase line is good, but Jan van Riebeeck fielding that one. Great work at the ruck, protecting their own ball, and here we see them now going forward.
HTS coming up on the line. Unfortunate knock there for Jan van Riebeeck.
Yeah, the engine room of HTS Bellville, you see the high fives, the bum taps. The boys are really, really impressed with themselves this morning, and deservedly so. They've done a lot of work protecting each other's ball, putting the other team under pressure at ruck time, at scrum time. And as they all say, the hard work starts in the front. And that's what we've seen here this morning.
HTS with another middle scrum on set piece. Adams is set out on the left. Will we go left? We've gone left to Adams. Nice ball. Unfortunately not getting over the gain line this time. Breakdown. Ball out from George. Nice handoff and a pass there to Ardense. HTS are going to look to go wide here in my opinion. Will they? Short ball to Buerta. Nice carry. HTS need to watch their breakdowns. And there's space at the back. Lovely pass from Adams. We got some gas here from fullback Croy. Going nice and wide. And the score from Rhodes. Well done. Fantastic try there. Again, HTS abusing the space on the outside. Sucking in defenders in the middle. Creating that space on the outside. And again, a 1-2 party there. Andile, how important is it for defense to shift out in those situations and communicate?
Joe, it's incredibly important, but where HTS Bellville are doing a lot of the work here is it's sucking everyone into the ruck time. So those 3-4 phases, you know, if Jan van Riebeeck think they have a chance to go and steal the ball, and when they get drawn in there in the middle, that's when they get the opportunity to go wide. So it's been a really great example of how easy it is to do the basics and score from it in schoolboy rugby, and it's exactly what HTS Bellville are doing here today.
Jan van Riebeeck have been going in a lot of the breakdowns, trying to regain possession, but unfortunately it costs them too many defenders on the inside and creates too much space on the outside, which HTS are using brilliantly. Adams again with the conversion, far on the right hand side.
That one going short, so the flags will stay down, and it's now HTS Bellville 22, Jan van Riebeeck 5. It's about a minute left in this first half of the Brackenfell Sports Day action in the first game of the day. And Jan van Riebeeck now, they'll have the restart.
Let's go. Don't stop playing, don't stop playing. Play.
Jan van Riebeeck there with the unfortunately losing possession. HTS Bellville, ball out from George. Ball's gone upfield. Unfortunately the knock on. And there's the half. HTS Bellville leading at 22 with Jan van Riebeeck trailing by 5. It's a good, strong performance from HTS. Handela, your thoughts on the struggling Jan van Riebeeck side?
I think the coach will just want to say to his boys at half-time that it's important that they stay composed. We've seen some great stuff from them in the first half. They just need to be heads up at ruck time and defending, make sure that they get wide, calling each other out on the shift, and try not to get sucked into those rucks. Because right now, that's what HTS Bellville are doing very well, is just sucking them in at ruck time. So the coach will just let them know that they're still in this game.
Definitely, I think Jan van Riebeeck can improve their communication slightly. There we're just seeing the replay of the try by Jan van Riebeeck from Worth from the first half. And here we're seeing champagne rugby from HTS Bellville. Beautiful carries, all the passes going to hands, and the 1-2 party on the outside channels.
And again here, another try. It's Rhodes, the winger, going out wide. And as you've seen, a lot of the tries have been in the corners. I think that's why Adams has struggled with the kicks. But just them really exploiting the space is what we've seen here today. So that's half-time now. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back at you soon with some more action for the second half. Alright folks, we're back here for the second half of this exciting encounter between Jan van Riebeeck and HTS Bellville. It's Marcus Isaacs, ball in hand with the kickoff. He's gone for the deep restart again, and we're back underway. HTS Bellville running again at the defense.
Looks like they're setting up their block pattern again, hopefully not to get penalized this time. Instead, deciding to keep the ball in hand is Marlon Croy. Balls come out. Bit of wild stepping out there. Penalty given to HTS for offside. Jan van Riebeeck being a bit eager on the chase, wanting to correct the mishaps from the first half and to put pressure on the opposition. Just a little bit eager there off the line. HTS again going to try and look to hopefully get into the opposition half. It's a difficult kick to touch with the wind, and a fantastic kick there actually from Adams, dealing with the wind very well, putting his team just about on the halfway line.
Adams making no mistake with that one. So it's a great touch finder for his side. And they've gone again, set up some forwards in the middle of the park, running off of Adams. And they're just going to want to hit the target here. So this is Botha with the throw-in. They've gone for the front jumper, but it's gone to the middle. They still have the ball though, so they'll be very happy with that one. Strong work here, correct time. And now it's been spun out to Adams. Great work there in the middle of the park. HTS setting up now for the second phase. And here they go. They found space again. Good stuff there by Rhodes. But a great hit to get Rhodes out on the touchline there.
Liam Paper putting Rhodes on there, putting in a huge hit on the line, taking Jan van Riebeeck out, most likely in anticipation for that wide channel attack again, putting him out. Using the touchline as a defender rather is a great tactic in rugby. It's always going to make that tackle, don't you think, Andile?
Yeah, you can see it's a great hit that he's put in there. Very unfortunate the ref had to put his arms up, so we had a bit of a break in play for an injury here. Interesting to note, you can see the HTS forward pack got together quite quickly and just had a little chat. So this is clearly a set of boys who have trained a lot together, spent a lot of time on the pitch together, and really do believe in each other. You can see that a lot of the hard work has come from that engine room. So the boys just getting together and using this time to regroup. You can see the coach there now for Jan van Riebeeck having quite a stern chat with the boys. I think it's really important that they try and strike first blood here early on in the second half, and I think the coach is just trying to get that sentiment across to his teammates.
I think both teams are looking to set a precedence in the start of the second half, want to put points on the board and go from there. Had the privilege to chat to the captain of Jan van Riebeeck before the game, JP Everett. Seems reluctant. Seems like Jan van Riebeeck are still building up to their league, still putting in the hard pre-season work, and this is their first game of the year. They're looking to build up to their season, hopefully see who fits where. And Dila, how important are these games in the pre-season to tune up for the regular season?
Yeah, I think the pre-season gives the coach an excellent opportunity to look at your team, look at the squad as a whole, make a few changes, try a couple new combinations, and also work on tried and tested combinations and ensure that they're still working fluidly as they were before. And I think one combination that's really come through today is the halfback pairing for HTS Bellville. It's a real understanding between George and Adams. They're very in sync with the way that they play. It's been very good strong carries by Botha in the middle of the park. I think the captain, Arendse, has really led by example today as well. And I think the coach will be very happy with those things that he's seen in the side.
And very unfortunately, it's a neck injury, so he's going to be taken off the field, the Jan van Riebeeck player. Can't see the number at the moment, but we wish that player all the best. Luckily, we have medical response on hand right next to the field to help him. We wish him all the best with his recovery. Hopefully nothing too serious for him.
So that's Stoop with the throw, but it's been stolen. So HTS Bellville now on the attack. It's a maul. And Van Riebeeck doing well to disrupt it though. Have they been able to steal it? They have. Incredible stuff there. They'll be very happy, that pack. And it's these small moments that get themselves back into the game. So it'll be there put in now to the scrum. We've got the reserve scrum half on now. Armand Fasahi in the number 20 jersey. He'll be feeding the ball into the scrum.
Jan van Riebeeck hopefully looking to exit, or they might run it out and try and keep the ball in hand. Ball's out to fly half. Boots it upfield. Luckily HTS have cover there.
So that's Strauss now with the chase. Strauss goes for the step, tries to beat one. Gets around, has the offload, but the ball's now gone out. So great pressure there from Jan van Riebeeck. Good kick chase. For the fly off, Isaacs will be very happy with the way his boys followed on from that one. And they'll now want to try and keep the pressure on here. Keep HTS Bellville in their own half.
Hopefully Jan van Riebeeck can retain possession. Previously they've lost 2 of their own lineouts so far. With HTS Bellville still showing dominance at the set piece. Hopefully Jan van Riebeeck can hold on to the ball and carry it forward.
So Stwip now with the throw, gone to the back. This time not hitting Worth, but Worth doing really, really well in the follow-up. And now we see Armand Versace spinning it out. Jan van Riebeeck now on the attack. Oh, and unfortunate there, the ball seems to have been lost forward. And now it's an opportunity for a scrum. Got a lot of scrums in this game, Joe. It's typical of pre-season rugby.
Yeah, very, very typical. A lot of handling errors, unfortunately. But it's good in hindsight that the teams can get their scrumming together. Scrums can be tough through a long season, so it's good to set the pace for them. Get a couple in early in the pre-season, especially in a competitive environment. Unlucky there for Werner Bartz, spilling the ball, set up for a nice big run. Unfortunately, watching the defenders rather than the ball.
So the referee's called for a reset scrum, so we'll go back. And what will HTS Bellville look to do from this? Will Aronsa pick up from the back? Will Adams look to send it wide? We'll find out in the next episode of when this ball comes out of the scrum.
Huge scrum from HTS. Carried from Aronsa. Looking for someone to offload it to. No one's in support enough. Ball's given out to Jan van Riebeeck. He's also lost it. Played on from HTS. Bit of a high tackle there. Ref's not going to call it. Ball out to Adams. Offload. HTS looking to go wide. There's plenty space and there's numbers on the outside. Unfortunately, handling errors costing them there.
Referees called them back. Was it for a knock on there?
We see both teams having their reserves out, getting nice and warm and stretching. How important will the reserves be in this game, Andile?
Yeah, I think, as you said, it's early on in the season, so the coach is giving everyone an opportunity to run out. So I think this is an important opportunity for the reserves to show the coach, you know, there's an opportunity for me here to potentially work my way into the starting lineup. And HTS Bellville now making a 2-turn substitution. So we've got the scrum half on, Ryan Fortune. He'll be replacing Chad George. And then we've also got a prop coming on, Liam Williams. And he'll be working hard at scrum time to replace the huge impact that Lee Jooste has made today.
Another set piece for HTS Bellville, where they've been so dominant. Unfortunately, giving away a silly free kick there for an early engagement. Jan van Riebeeck with a tap and go, going out wide, straight off the mark. Nice carrier upfield, getting into the opposition 22. They've got all the space in the world that they need. Forward pod goes up with the ball. And unfortunately, looks like Jan van Riebeeck will have input to the scrum.
Looks like, Joe, this coach has actually gone for a bit of a position shift. Yeah, I can see Chad George is still on the field. It's actually the number 11 wing, Dino Strauss, who's gone off. And he's been replaced by Ryan Fortune. So Fortune's got an opportunity now to try out a new position. But they say Fortune favors the brave. So he'll be really, really looking forward to make use of this opportunity to show his coach his talents as a utility back.
I think more and more these days, starting in high school rugby and going up into university rugby, we're seeing more utility backs, more backline players who have a wider set of skills, who are more useful to coaches these days instead of people who are just set for one position. So it's nice to see that Fortune can be anywhere on the park and be comfortable. Nice wide ball from Jan van Riebeeck. Good step inside, outside. In the middle of the 22 here, what can Jan van Riebeeck do with the ball? They've got possession, they've got the territory, now they just need to take advantage of it.
And speaking of advantage, the ref had his arm out there, so they've got an opportunity here, and they've made a break, and that's try time.
Lovely score.
Fantastic stuff here by the big man. That is Ruan Liebenberg, I think it is, who's gone over. Large man for his size, and easy break there in the middle of the field. The defense didn't even touch him. And apologies, that's Rowan Simon, the outside center, and he'll be very pleased with that try. Definitely one that he'll want to watch the highlights of later on this evening.
Rowan Simon doing well there, taking a note from HTS's playbook on the wide set, taking the ball out and looking for the space. Beautiful offload there, creating the space and time for Rowan to go over for his dot, giving Jan van Riebeeck 10 points. HTS Bellville still sitting comfortably on 22. Jan van Riebeeck need this conversion to hopefully score again and get them closer back into the game. It's a difficult kick, as mentioned earlier. We've got a strong crosswind on the pitch.
And that kick not going over there from the fly half, Marcus Isaacs. And here we get to look at the highlights again. So for Sahi, spins it out wide. Isaacs drawing in two players and giving it out to Rowan Simon. Easy dot over with the swan dive to finish. And there he is. Look at that school pride, slapping the emblem.
It's a beautiful creative offload there from Jan van Riebeeck. Nice deep kick into some space.
Well fielded now by Everett. He's gone behind Chad George there. That's Croy. He's made a little bit of hard work of it, but great run now on the counter. Okay, that's George. George finds Arendse.
Oh!
Arendse sent him backwards there. Incredible bounce by the young man. But great pressure by Jan van Riebeeck in defense. Still going forward. George sending it out now to the left. Great stuff by Ven. Ven beating 2-3 defenders on his way. Went for the offload. They managed to retain possession. HTS Bellville now. Great stuff by Buerta. Arendse again putting another one down. Can anyone stop Arendse? Look at him go. Claps out wide for the ball to get sent. Adams finds Ven. Finds Croy. Croy steps inside. Looks out to the right. Finds another Arendse. This is incredible stuff here by HTS Bellville. George finds Adam now again. Adams to Arendse. You can see he's one of their leading ball carriers today. And that's it. The referee set a penalty right in front of the poles. George with a quick tap. The referee's called him back. George now again to Adams. This is good work here by HTS Bellville, just keeping the pressure on. And the referee's now gone back. I think it's not 10 meters. So HTS with a penalty just in front of the sticks.
HTS doing lovely to carry the ball up the park. Looking here, giving it to Adams. Onto Arendse again. Nice carry forward. What can HTS do there on the opposition try line? George out with the ball. Onto Arendse again. He's been monumental for HTS. Vicky's come up with the score, it looks like. Nice crash ball upfield. He's been doing it the whole day. Is anybody going to stop this man? He is a mammoth of a ball carrier. Jan van Riebeeck struggling to get a hold of him, put him back. Captain for his side, Kyle Arendse, take a bow. Great score. Leading from the front and showing the rest of the boys how we want to play rugby.
That's great leadership shown by captain, my captain. That's Arendse over there, the 8th man. Doing very well to use his size in some strong carries. And has given his side great go forward ball all day. And this score now may put the ball a little bit out will put the score a little bit out for Jan van Riebeeck to chase. It'll take 3 scores now for them to get ahead. And we take a look at here the highlights. Look at Arendse there. Big man doing great work to get low and get over the whitewash to get his side. 5th try of the day.
Lovely spin out from Arendse. He's done very well around the close quarters contact, and he's beaten plenty defenders today. Jan van Riebeeck with the restart. Hopefully you see Jan van Riebeeck in the opposition half now taking the ball up to a powerful forwards pack on display here. HTS Bellville with the speed in the backs to match it. And that's Botha with the ball. Lots of space. Boomfa. Nice crash upfield. George with the ball out of the breakdown. Great hands there from Adams. Small chip over the back. He's seen some space that's open. Kick chase is on. Pressure on Jan van Riebeeck, fullback. Lovely pressure. HTS will look for the turnover here. Unfortunately, giving over the penalty, diving into the ruck. Jan van Riebeeck will be thankful for the penalty there to give them a break and get out of their 22. HTS applying huge amounts of pressure the whole game to Jan van Riebeeck. Got a stoppage here for injury time.
It's phenomenal work there by Liam Paper, the winger, who in chasing back the ball did well to stay on his feet as long as possible, wait for the support, and allowing HTS Bellville to make the mistakes. You can't just crash over there as the laws state. So they got themselves a penalty. It's going to be a simple one, I hope. Make sure that they hit the target, have a good exit strategy from this. Maybe look to find Alex Worth. He seems to have safe hands at the back. They went for Worth this time, but Worth unable to get it. So now HTS Bellville roaring forward again. George finds Adams. Adams steps inside.
HTS here on the try line. Pass given out. Unfortunately, it's low. Comes off of the hand of Arendse. Couple low passes coming out of the breakdown there. Unfortunately from George, has been great the whole game. Now we're seeing a couple low passes. Possibly could be the onset of fatigue. Passes not going to hand.
So now we've got a scrum. This is Jan van Riebeeck now. It's Armand Fasahi who will be putting the ball into the scrum. Under the scrum, under a lot of pressure here. Fasahi gets it out, but gets tackled backwards. Ball's still up, but I think, yeah, that's it. The ball's gone down. Great defensive work by HTS Bellville, and they've now turned over possession and have themselves a great attacking platform right here in Jan van Riebeeck's 5-meter line.
It's unfortunate there for Jan van Riebeeck. It's crucially important on the exit that you have a strategy, you have a plan, everyone knows where to go. Looks like a bit of a miscommunication there for Jan van Riebeeck on where to go, who to pass to. Unfortunately costing them possession on their own try line. They'll regret that. Ball out from George onto Adams. What's he going to do? Crash line run there. Unfortunately, the Jan van Riebeeck is quick at the breakdown, able to steal the ball. Fantastic awareness shown by Jan van Riebeeck. No cleaners from HTS were present, and we see the great presence of mind from Jan van Riebeeck to go in for possession and win it. Hopefully they can get out of their own 22 here and get possession at the lineouts again. They've been struggling. Do you think it's because of the wind, Andile?
I think it might, Joe, but I think the coach can be very happy with the grit and determination his team have shown on defense. They spent a lot of time defending today. They've had to put in a lot of tackles, and for them to still be working this hard 2/3 of the way into the second half to make sure that they don't have the try line crossed again. I think he can be very pleased with the way his team have stepped up and the structure that they've shown. So it's Stuart now. He's going to throw the ball into the line-out. He's going to hope to find his man. Unfortunately he doesn't, but the referee has gone now for numbers. So it's a short arm for Jan van Riebeeck, and this is it. They've held on to possession now for quite a quite a few moments. And you can see the coaches there on the side examining the game. Here we go. Now, Jan van Riebeeck going forward. Met with a stern maroon machine wall. And that pressure again really coming through. The referees had to stop the game now for another knock-on. So it's a scrum for HTS Bellville.
Interesting that Jan van Riebeeck's gone for the tap and go and the penalty. Possibly the struggle with the line out has forced them to rather try run the ball out of their 22 rather than go for possession and try win it back from the line out. HTS has been dominant at the set pieces today. They've been fantastic kickoffs, lineouts and scrums. They've managed to come out with the ball each time, not showing any mercy for the opposition today. This team is hungry for the ball and they've worked for it and they earn it every single time.
So Adams, yeah, he's got Bierkes on his right. Scrum looks like it was turned over, so good work by Van Riebeeck. Great stuff here by Rhodes, working hard in the counter. That's a forward pass there, the ref has said, by HTS Bellville. So Jan van Riebeeck, great stuff there to turn over a scrum and find themselves now on the opposition 10-meter line. And this is the first time we've seen in a few moments, Joe, that they've really made use of possession and are going forward, putting HTS under pressure.
Jan van Riebeeck can carry the ball up well. All they need to do is hold the ball, take the ball up, suck in some defenders and play it out wide. What HTS have been doing the entire game. I really believe this Jan van Riebeeck pack has some problems. Unfortunately struggling there in the scrum. The ball's out. What can Jan van Riebeeck do? Can he get the pass away there? Unfortunately tied up by HTS defenders. Jan van Riebeeck need to hold on to the ball here. Nice, lovely play there. Unfortunately spilled again from Jan van Riebeeck. Handling errors costing them plenty possession and territory in this game. Could it be their ultimate downfall?
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. There was the try scorer, Rowan Simon, who was just, or Simon Rowan, who was just unable to get forward there. And you can see he runs with a lot of conviction, a lot of passion. And he may have just got a little bit ahead of himself, saw himself 20 meters ahead without the ball in hand there. So they're now on the defense. So we got another replacement now coming on. It's in the engine room. It's another prop replacement here for HTS Bellville. That's a Nathan Lambertson, the number 17 jersey. He'll be coming on to continue the phenomenal work that his pack have put in this morning. And he gets straight into the thick of things here at scrum time. But the referee said, nope, not just yet. That's a short arm now for Jan van Riebeeck. And here they go. Great carry there. That was by replacement utility forward Jacques van der Westhuizen. And Versace spins it out to Isaacs. Isaacs tries to beat one, but unfortunately there's an obstruction. Him and Simon just running in the same channels over there.
Expecting HTS here to run it. They've been running it the whole day, carrying the ball forward. Looks like here they might go for touch, get further upfield and go from there. Adams with a boot finds touch in opposition 22, just where HTS have been knocking on the door the whole day. Will somebody answer and give these guys a try? They've been great on set piece, looking to dominate again as HTS and get go forward ball. Will we go outside channel? Will we more? Whatever it is, HTS have been dominating it the entire day. Unfortunately missing his jumper there is Buerta, giving possession to Jan van Riebeeck. There's space on the outside if they can get the ball there. They've worked it. One more pass. Huge carry there from the center. Nice bump there. Ball set up again for Jan van Riebeeck. Can we see better possession retained by the squad? They've had a lot of misfortune at the breakdown to losing it. We really want to see Jan van Riebeeck hold it and play some running rugby now.
And they're still going forward here. Just that pass, unfortunately, not going to hand, but they've managed to hold on to possession. And that was Isaacs who tried to get it out, but good pressure by HTS, and they've turned it over.
HTS in their prime spot now. Ball's coming out. It's whipped out wide. No one's got to it. Jan van Riebeeck has picked it up again. It's try scorer. Rowan Simon gets the ball. And van Riebeeck booting it upfield, not getting enough meters on it. Nice chase kick. Managing to get the tackle there.
Ven did well to field that kick for his side. Beat one defender on his way there. Now we've got Adams. Adams sending it now to the captain, Carl Lawrence. Carl Lawrence looking for the pass out wide. He's found Bierkes. Oh, and Bierkes just couldn't find Rhodes there. So now Jan van Riebeeck, big leg drive, but Rhodes cleaning up after his missed pass earlier on, and getting the Jan van Riebeeck attacker into the touch line. And they say that touch is the best defense, Joe.
It most certainly is, Andile. You can always trust the touchline to take the defender out. Carl Arendt has been huge today for HTS, making another wonderful upfield carry. Brilliant in space. Ball in two hands, tucks it away into one and gasses into the open space. HTS here again on the set piece. Buerta finding his jumper beautifully. What a set piece. Ball out to Adams. Adams giving it wide. Huge space in the center. Will he go all the way? Oh my goodness, what a run from the young guy. Fantastic try. Ben, well done to you, sir. A fantastic try there for him. Creating the space, gassing through it. Nobody's home at the back. And it's champagne rugby all over again for HTS. Dominating the set piece, taking the ball out wide. JC Win there. If I make a correction, JC Win with the score.
That's JC. All I do is win, win, win. And you can see that there in the incredible way that he made that break. Beat a couple of defenders, had the offload, defend, and went over just outside of the sticks, making the kick easier now for Adams. Adams has launched it. I think that's gone just left of the uprights there. Got a minute and a half left in this game, Joe. And I think we've had some very notable contributions from JC Ven in the midfield. We see it here again. Untouchable almost in his incredible running style. But I think today our man of the match really should go out to the captain, Carl Lawrence. He really has led by example and given the team some great go forward ball. And here we see, here he is again, Arendse, the captain. Look at him go down the touchline. One more to beat. And just unfortunately touching the touchline there. And that's it. The referee has called the game. That is the end of this fixture. And it ends as it's been all game with Arendse with ball in hand. I think they'll be very pleased with the performance put in by the captain today. And I think the coach will be very pleased with the excellent spectacle of rugby that we've had here today. Great showing from HTS Bellville. Lots of structure, and that's exactly what you want from these early pre-season games. The scoreline reads at the end of this one, 32 to HTS Bellville, 10 to Jan van Riebeeck, the boys from town.